We go hard all day, all night. All my talented people will be ready to fight. Say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stadium Junkies Media. This is the leading brand, excluding our NXT personnel.
He's been somewhat, I don't know, would you say doghouse or would you say he's been flat out deleted?
Well, he is the jobber, so he is sentenced to deletion.
Oh, maybe I'll send it to 10 hours of listening to Matt Hardy's laugh.
Uh, uh,
Yeah. Oh.
so, so I'm just going through the list here because we're talking about the topics for Raw,
Mm-hmm.
and really, there's only a few that, yeah, there's three of them. Obviously, one, the
Mm-hmm.
Revival.
Revival are coming back. Oh yeah, they are back.
Yeah.
Oh yay, they are back. Yay.
Back from injury. We ain't ashamed if we're clearing the park.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're losing and we're looking for trouble, our bite's worse than our bark. Say yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. They are. It brings with the Revival. It brings actual freshness to the tag team division, which is kind of getting stale on Raw.
I'm gonna say Raw side is looking stale.
Yes.
To be honest, that's the number one thing that I say is absolutely going for SmackDown is tag teams. We have the main event stuff, and the main event, big talents. Like to be honest, if Jinder Mahal was on Raw, I think he can still flourish as an upper mid carder.
Upper mid card or nowhere near main event, nowhere near a high card.
Well, I'm talking about like Samoa Joe level, but not going for title anymore. He can go for that.
It'd be tough, but maybe.
You saw him do the weirdest Samoan drop, but it works great for him.
God, you call that a Samoan drop?
There's moves that he put in that match that make me say that's the potential I was looking for.
Yeah, it took AJ Styles for him.
AJ Styles, no matter what, is going to have match of the year, no matter who it's with. To be honest, I still think it's with John Cena in Royal Rumble.
Yeah. At the time when I saw it, I was so against giving him that prop. But that was a back and forth match. Cena did something he never did. He did an AA, roll in and do another AA. He'd just be like, you know what? I'm ending this. They brought out their A games, they brought out everything in their arsenal, and still easily match of the year.
You know, I really like John Cena to do in the future.
What's up?
I would really like him to be a manager or a booker in the behind the scenes of telling guys of, okay, this is how we're going to reinvent you. I think he would. Don't put him in the NXT route because I don't think I think for his level he wouldn't be the kind of person that, okay, let's take someone from the bottom and build him up. I think he's the kind of person that can take someone who's already established and go, let's do better. You know who he can work on with? Obviously he has the 5 moves of doom. Let's work on the guy who only has the 5 moves of doom.
Orton.
Imagine Cena having to work on Orton stuff. He can revitalize that character, especially since out of nowhere there's hair.
Ooh.
But I digress. The Revival.
Yes. Thank God.
The problem is, I think sometimes it's too little, too late because the reminiscence of them in NXT takeovers is starting to wear off real quick. FTR, by the way.
Well, it's not their fault. It's clear it's not their fault because one, injuries kind of happen. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to recover from injuries.
Well,
you can't really.
They need to be booked well in order to be remembered, because injuries such as like Stone Cold. Stone Cold, luckily, was able to come back from the injury quite well and make a good storyline, albeit very rough. This is the second round for the gentlemen who are no flips, just fists.
and they're good. We've seen what they can do in NXT. But
But
if you keep getting injuries, you're Vince is like, oh, you're too fragile. I mean, I can't. I'm not giving you a push because I can't trust you to stay healthy.
at this point, because Dean Ambrose injury, it's time for the Bar to get their title back. And to be honest, it wouldn't be great to do Bar versus Revival because that's just pure heel against new style heel. Because
Who gets the belt off?
Revival is old school style when it comes to their tactics. So we need someone who is purely babyface. And who in the tag team division other than Shield?
No one. Other than Shield, no one.
God, I'll guarantee you.
I mean, Titus Brand not worldwide.
That's the closest thing you could possibly do. Have Titus team up with the smiling black man himself.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice, but you got the Shield up here.
You can have Akira Tozawa join him and make a cool tag team out of
you. I mean, you could, but you just point out a big thing. There's legit no babyface tag teams until Jeff Hardy comes back.
Until Jeff Hardy comes back, bless you.
There's no one.
Or if you decide to make Bullet Club or Balor Club and have them more face.
If you that's
hard booking though. That's real hard booking.
And with the booking for what they did to Gallows and Anderson, I don't trust them to do that. So
at this point,
they're stuck in a pickle. You cannot turn the Revival heat face.
No, there's no way. So
you cannot.
So the only logical reason, the only thing for Revival is to stick around for SummerSlam title matches, or a Superstar Shuffle where New Day will come over to Raw, because let's face it, it's not going to be Usos. It's going to be New Day moving again.
Hey, New Day can go wherever they want and make the roster quite big better.
Because as much as I love their matches versus Usos, it's time to switch.
What else is there? What else is for the New Day to do on SmackDown? Maybe put Gable and Benjamin over.
And they're turning a weirdish heel.
I mean, they're slowly turning. I mean, come on. Are you gonna turn them heel? Or are you gonna turn them face?
We need Fashion Files over at Raw. That's what needs to happen.
Hey,
but the problem is,
it's on WWE.com only.
There's obviously the tag team putting Revival on the tag team is not the best idea. I mean, in Raw is not the best idea. Granted, you're trying to revive the tag team mindset. It's due to injuries. There's nothing they can do with them other than heel stuff. Which, if you're gonna do Bar versus Revival, I'm not in.
It's just on paper, it might be a good match, but just execution wise, storyline wise, it would just make no sense.
But Revival's back. They're going to be, unfortunately, in this.
They need to reestablish themselves. They need to reestablish themselves because two separate injuries really killed the momentum of the Revival. Because remember, when the Revival was called up from the NXT, the crowd popped very loudly. But then injury, okay, they got set back. Now they're part of the Enzo and Cass storyline. Okay, then injury again, and now they're back. Give them something to do.
As mentioned previously, we're talking about Balor Club, who actually made their first appearance, who also has gone through injuries. Hideo Itami.
Oh, he's back. Oh, wow.
Made his main roster debut before he made his 205 Live debut.
Oh, 205 Live, where superstars' dreams go to die.
Where indie stars feel like indie stars still.
Clearly. Not WWE stars. Also, what's up with Naya and Enzo? What is that a thing or something?
I don't want it to be a thing. Let's put it that way.
That just seems a little random.
I don't know what's going on. As far as I know, it's just her paying for another pig again.
Oh God! Oh wow!
Yes, I'm calling Enzo a pig. I saw that credit card out
Wow!
when Alexa wanted that pig, and it was Naya. It was Naya's card.
Oh wow!
I
You are
don't know.
sometimes cold, and
I obviously they're trying to do something, and I don't know what they're trying to do. At this point, the only thing I can think of they're trying to do is this idea of mixed tag teams. Is the only thing I can see them working with. They're trying to do the mixed match thing. I think they can lead to that to a storyline, but because let's admit, here's the talking point when they had um, James Ellsworth versus Becky Lynch was this idea that you can actually have a intergender match where no one's gonna see it as, oh, a man's hitting a woman, even though he didn't not hit Becky at all. But they're trying to take away the idea of man versus woman matches. And I think Nia would be the stepping stone for that.
I mean, also maybe you're thinking. What I'm thinking is it's just to keep Naya away from Absolution and keep those two separate storyline wise,
Well, especially since Nia would obviously destroy Absolution at this point.
or maybe join them. That'd be something great.
That would be a fun storyline for especially if they're feuding against Alexa Bliss, and then all of a sudden you got a British girl trying to tell someone, "Hey, your 5 Foot of Fury is not your best friend anymore."
Mm.
That could actually be a good storyline. But to be honest, keep that away from the tag title. I mean, not tag title, the women's title. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Because I think the Absolution, their next feud is Asuka.
Mm-hmm. And then that leads to Asuka. And once they get done with Asuka, then Asuka goes to the championship or Royal Rumble that leads onto the championship.
Speaking of that, what's historic thing that just happened on Monday Night Raw?
It was kind of weird the way the announcement. So let's talk about this real quick. All the women were pretty much in. There was a match, and then all the women started feuding. All of a sudden, Stephanie McMahon comes out, and all the women were casually standing. This is a shoot, by the way. This is not kayfabe.
Straight up legit.
There was no talk to this until the announcement that there's going to be a first ever Royal Rumble Women's Edition.
Okay.
What it pretty much does is it puts another perspective on women. A. B. It puts another stipulation. So hey, who do we want to push this time? It kind of brings agendas out better. And
two Royal Rumbles at the same night.
I wish that was last year because I would have been so happy. Because it's so exciting for a Royal Rumble as is because we don't even care what happens. And it's the excitement of unknowing. To be honest, I think the easiest way to say it is we don't know what's going to happen entirely, but we get a payoff 30 times over. And then for the women's one, another 20 times over. And then what happens in the ring? We got Gallagher with his freaking umbrella. Come on. That's a payoff on top of a payoff.
Yeah. And then the number 10. The number 10.
I was very shocked that they actually started listening to the crowd. Like, hey, maybe it's funny if they put Ty Dillinger number 10. And lo and behold, what did they do? They actually listened to the crowd for once.
You're just like, oh, I was kidding.
But there's always a trade-off. There's always a trade-off, and that was Roman at 30.
We're not talking about
I still remember me trying to make the Snapchat for that. Because right here, set up 3, 2, 1, and then from my camera's perspective, And then all of a sudden, it just turns blue in the background. Down. And I didn't know how to react. I was sitting there like, what? My face was like stone. So, and I heard the booze. So I just,
Oh
that's when
God!
I knew. It's like, wow, they
You
really
just
did that. Let's admit, it was a great surprise. If you,
no,
no, no, no, no,
no.
what you want is a surprise that makes you happy. Let's put it this way. What I classify as a surprise is something that you would never expect. That was the thing that you would have never expected because he had a match earlier that night. So I admit, when it came, I didn't like it was number 30, but to be honest, when it comes to surprises, that was a great surprise.
No, no,
Like it's
no,
like the Ziggler
no.
win. It's a great surprise. So
Yes,
the match,
that was.
the Raw women's, the women's, is it going to be just Raw? It's going to be Raw and SmackDown. It's a question.
It's Raw and SmackDown.
So right now there's 22 active women. Obviously, take away champion, take away whoever's facing off against champion. You got 20, barring any injuries. You got 19.
Okay,
So you got a special.
okay. You said you take out 4 of the 22 current women. 2 of them would be facing. 2 of each would be facing for each title. So
Take away 4.
18. You would have a
You have an NXT
okay.
call up, and then you have um
You,
a what's it called,
legends.
a legend comeback. Which there's been rumor Trish Stratus, but I don't think Trish Stratus is coming back.
Lita maybe.
I forgot what's Lita's reason for being retired.
Don't know.
Too much flossing? I don't know.
Maybe, but okay. Say they don't even have a match for the women's titles at all. That just leaves 20 woman Royal Rumble. It leaves it at that.
You know, be very interesting.
What's up?
A, you are correct. That would be easier.
That
But
would be
B, the first 2 women to come out is the champions.
huh.
Obviously, the Royal Rumble is not going to be a for the championship match like it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But the idea is you want to be the champion, you got to beat the champion, and then have the champion stay in for probably after 5 to 10 eliminations. You build them up, and then you have this. Then you can start a feud, be with someone before they actually face off against the Royal Rumble winners.
Maybe.
There's a lot of
You
targeting,
both
but you know, if you ever want to make Carmella lose that title,
you mean Charlotte?
wait, not Charlotte. If you ever want to make Carmella lose that briefcase in a weird way, you know, be the weirdest
That
way.
would cashing in at the Royal Rumble. That'd be
Before,
bold.
during, or after.
Ooh, that would be so weird. Oh, I'm cashing money in the bank. Therefore, this Royal Rumble match will be for the titles.
Will be for a title, and say like the first one comes out is Charlotte instead of Alexa,
Ooh.
and then Alexa will just stay out there after her entrance, just holding her title. Like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Gee, being the calculated heel, just like, I ain't going in there.
So not only you have the first Royal Rumble women's match, but you have the first cash in, and even a successful cash in, and then as Carmella's standing there, well, if you ever want Charlotte to win it, you have her lose her title there and then win the Royal Rumble. You want to have Screwy? Sorry, I tend to book like Vince Russo. I know.
It'd be weird. I would be very surprised if they went that route, because WWE, the booking I've seen, is that they play it very safely.
They play safely with the titles. You don't play safely with feuds.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, I know, but most of the time they don't nowadays.
With feuds,
unless they're setting up for another feud. But but what's funny is the announcement happened in the ring all the women were surprised
because
because
they wanted genuine reactions. That's
they
perfect.
wanted genuine reactions. Let me see this real quick. Heck, they were just standing there like, "What's going on?" And they're just trying to kayfabe so hard. Dana, Asuka's even standing there like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
Mm. And then you're just like, oh, we're gonna have a Raw. We're gonna have a women's Royal Rumble. Even Paige was almost in tears.
Mm-hmm. Well, because Paige usually starts off. Paige was also holding her stomach for some reason. She's trying to sell kayfabe.
Mm.
Yeah, out of all the people that was out there, she was the one who was doing the best. Oh well, obviously we got Nia because Nia could play off whatever.
Clearly.
First ever. When Mickey's like, what?
And Bailey was like, all right, all right. Sasha was like, okay, let's do this. But it was just I like that it was a shoot. I wanted to see the genuine. I like that.
I don't.
But I
I
feel
don't
like
like it because it's such a monumental announcement, and they mess it up.
I mean, sometimes genuine reactions are better than fake reactions.
I'm sorry. Ask James
Okay.
Ellsworth about winning the women's Money in the Bank.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been fucking up
Oh.
on the women's side a lot, but that's the three topics I'm gonna hit because really everything else it feels like talking to a goldfish while playing chess.
Oh, Woken Matt Hardy.
Yep, you got my reference.
Woken Matt Hardy on a playing chess against a goldfish.
I feel like they're gonna mess it up one day.
I'm scared. I don't mess this up. I've been wanting this for quite a bit of time. I finally got it. Now please.
It's like don't you dare touch it.
Don't you mess this up. That's all I ask. Please.
But what's happening on the SmackDown side?
Well, my 3 points, 3 topics on points in SmackDown. Let's see. Trouble in the managerial's office. Tension between Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan. Apparently, they came out and just said, "Oh, they had a little tension." He's like, the moment when Shane was about to count 3, he got reminded. He had visual flashbacks of how Kevin Owens beat up his father, Vince, and how Sammy saved Kevin Owens from getting crushed by Shane O'Mac in Hell in a Cell, and then how Survivor Series, those two jumped him and cost the team the the Survivor Series traditional match, and that's all he could think of, and he wanted to see them fired. So Daniel Bryan says, "Oh, hey, you know what? I counted 3 just because I wanted to save you from yourself." He sees the talent in these people. He sees the talent in Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and it would be a shame to just fire them on the spot just because of personal vendetta. He's protecting Shane from himself.
Protecting Shane from McMahon? What?
Shane from himself.
From being a McMahon?
Pretty much, yes. That's how he sold it. I mean, that's clearly how he sold it. But then he's like, I wanted them gone. And then they were talking back and forth. And he's like, you should have just went with me. And then he's like, that Daniel Bryan pointed out with the best thing. That sounds like you wanted them gone because it was best for business. He brought that up, and he's like,
Yep.
Yep. And Shane O'Mac warned Daniel Bryan, if you keep being friends, favoritism to KO and Zayn, they will betray you. And he's like, you know what? Good luck at the show. I'm out of here. And basically, he didn't want to see Shane O'Mac turn into Mr. McMahon. Basically, that's why he did it.
Makes sense.
So I mean, Daniel Bryan's still not a heel. He's playing it cautious. He's playing it cautiously. I understand why he did what he did. I mean, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, but the way they executed that and the promo, I mean, it just showed this little tension, and the fact that Shane just left the building after that segment, just like, good luck. You have fun. I trust your judgment. You're in charge of the show. And
AKA,
then
you're gonna learn on your own.
yeah, and then also KO and Sammy were gloating with Daniel Bryan backstage one segment, and he's like, "Oh, yeah. You keep gloating, I will fire you." Basically. So he's still playing playing the face role. So that's a little tension between Shane and Daniel Bryan. My question to you is, do you see this going anywhere, or you think it'll pass eventually?
The problem with it is, they need to make it pass because, to be honest, you don't want to be more excited about
What's up?
KO versus Daniel Bryan.
Having KO be so what you just gave me is like, you know what? He still plays favorite. He still plays favorites to KO and Sammy, and then KO attacks Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan gets cleared, and setting up a match.
Especially if it's for best for business and it's conflicting with his work and how he feels about KO, but KO's trying to take advantage of it. Or there's a possibility even Sami Zayn is the one who faces off, which, storyline wise, I don't see it working as well, but performance wise, it could work.
I mean, it could. I mean, still, I want Daniel Bryan back in the ring, right? Don't you? Don't we all?
Yep.
I mean, it's yes. Not
yep.
Oh my God. Yes. Now,
no.
What? Oh, come on, man.
It's
now.
Yep.
Yes.
No.
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 Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
10.
But
It's
just because this is really happening. But whoa, echo. Next talking point is Dolph Ziggler. He's got the U.S. title again.
Yeah, I heard bits and pieces of what's going on. What is going on?
Basically, why is that echo? Oh, Lord. And Dolph Ziggler basically came out and he said, I told you so. He showed clips from his first U.S. title run in 2011 as other championship victories and basically said, you don't even remember all those. You don't even remember me. You don't think you're not worthy of me, basically. And you said, you know what? I'm going to give you something to remember me by. He just drops the U.S. title on the ground and just walks out of the building.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world.
He would say he just, you know what? Here's the belt. I'll give you something to remember me by. You're not worthy of me as your champion.
So
drops the belt.
Does he technically vacate the belt?
Yeah, that's what we don't know. That's the thing. I love it. I don't know if he's leaving. I don't know if he's
wide open for anybody to win it.
I mean, he's technically still champion. They haven't said anything about him vacating the title, if he's leaving or not.
It'll be very interesting. He continues that storyline with Bobby Roode by, let's say they do a tournament, because they love tournaments, to be honest. WWE is big about tournaments. And let's say they decide to have Roode and somebody else in the final. And then he disrupts. He obviously interferes against Roode.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "It's my title. I'm not letting you win this."
And then Dolph Ziggler comes out and
And
just
then
say, "Hey, my title. I never lost it. I'm back."
and then let's say this. Let's say what happens is it comes out, it turns into a triple threat match. And then Ziggler
Mm-hmm.
gets one chance to go for the title and then loses it, obviously in some random pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're getting close to WrestleMania season, so maybe
It would be,
Elimination Chamber or Fastlane.
actually, Elimination Chamber would be best for that scenario. So let's say that they have a tournament and it
Mm-hmm.
leads to the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where Dolph Ziggler interferes, is at the Elimination Chamber.
And he's technically still champion. But I'm just it. I love
Say,
it.
say he makes somebody else champion, just so it won't be rude. And then he gets in the triple threat match in some weird pay per view, like say Fastlane or some other stuff. And then at WrestleMania, Rude goes for the championship title, the U.S. title, and then gets it.
I think it's still going to be Rude versus Ziggler for the title at Mania. But what this leads me to, maybe this is a shoot, maybe this is real. What if he just walks out and just says, "Hey, I'm done"? But what I don't know, it actually has me thinking: is he leaving? Is he still champion? It's got me thinking. I haven't been thinking like this in a while in WWE. I'm like, this is
I would
actually good.
I would
I'm
like
impressed.
if they bring him back down to NXT. This would be
I
a
don't.
great way because imagine he goes, you don't not WWE didn't deserve me, but you guys deserve me because and just makes up some random stuff like you guys deserve me because you're loyal. You understand what good wrestling is. And but I'm gonna show everybody up. I'm gonna show them that they don't belong in the WWE. Something like that. If the idea from the previous time that they wanted to send somebody down to NXT, they're doing a
Mm-hmm.
good job. They can do that as a storyline to do a good job for. And so you got a top person, a former WWE champion
Mm-hmm.
in NXT showing the ropes.
Could make sense. It could make sense, but I don't see him. This either goes two ways. One, he's leaving WWE,
Which I
or
doubt.
two, uh, he stays champion for a while, and Bobby Roode takes the belt off of him, or three, he vacates the title. But I mean, Ziggler's been performing ever since he said he don't the flashy entrances and all this feud with Bobby Roode. I mean, it grew on me. The fact that he's being so arrogant and saying, "Hey, none of you deserve me. I'm the best wrestler in the world. I don't need a flashy entrance. I show my work in the ring, and you fans just do not care." I actually am. I kind of sympathize with him because Ziggler does put in work. He just hasn't had big breaks like some of the others, and that's what makes this thing so fascinating to me. Now, my final topic is I'm not going to the main event. I'm not talking about the main event scene. That is something else that was funny. How do you feel about Rusev Day or Rusev dressing up as Santa Claus?
On the first day of Rusev.
I mean, because
By the
this
way,
is the fun.
if you want me
Mhm.
to continue wearing shirts on the show, you need to get me a Rusev Day shirt.
Oh, what? That sounds like a wow. Is that really happening?
I told T that also if he wants me to work out in Rusev Day shirts, he has to buy me the Rusev Day shirt for Christmas.
They were it. I mean, the New Day is in holiday spirits. They get interrupted by Santa Rusev Claus
Really?
and his
Rusev
little
comes out? I didn't know what happened. This is
Rus-
awesome.
no. This is bad stage. They were like celebrating Christmas. And Rusev Claus comes out. You know what? We're having a little bit. They bickering, led themselves to a match, and they're all dressed in Christmas costumes. By the way, and
Oh,
one of the New Day is still throwing out pancakes.
what's with the pancake
There
thing?
is.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. And funny segment. I mean, funny segment. English tried to shove Xavier Woods' face into a pile of pancakes, but ended up getting flapjacked on the pancakes.
That's funny. I like that.
And then, bottom line, the faces won. He's Jesus. The gingerbread man. Well, I think it was the gingerbread man was Xavier. No, it was Kofi. You had the gingerbread man, Rusev Claus, and a couple of L's basically. And it was just bottom line comic entertaining basically. Yeah. Oh, and he put another thing with the pancakes. Rusev Claus yelled in English, "Put whipped cream on those pancakes." Put more whipped cream on a stack of pancakes, and it was just bottom line just funny. This shows to me that Rusev, I think he's gonna get a second chance at the push. He's getting over with the fans, even as a stupid comedy match such as this is getting the crowd over. You heard Chad saying, "We want pancakes, Rusev Day, Rusev Day." He's getting over the fan.
But
I mean,
you know how it is with Vince. Vince doesn't always give. They'll give him a small whatever, just because they get over slightly. I mean, I got kids, man.
You got kids.
And Fashion Files are on online only.
That makes me cry. That kind of makes me cry.
We're not singing to the radio anymore about some broski who's all hyped up right now. Let's be honest. When it comes to when it really comes to these pushes, you're getting a mediocre push until it's gone, and I'm really worried that they're going to do that to Matt Hardy.
You really think so?
They're willing to push gender when there's nothing there.
Sure, they pushed Jinder Mahal to, and they pushed him to WWE champion because they wanted to market to the Indian market. But they tried. Hey, he got a title.
Yes, and why don't they have workout shirts for Rusev Day?
I have no idea.
The tank top will be perfect for Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day tank tops. James in a Rusev Day tank.
Working out in a Happy Rusev Day shirt.
Oh, and also in that match, they were throwing in the middle of the match, they were throwing gifts like New Day T-shirts right in the middle of the ring during the match.
Really?
Yes, you had Xavier Woods dressed as a reindeer as a correction.
And
then they had boxers with marked Happy Rusev Day, and in the little gift basket, it was just like, this is a very comical little segment. It's one of the best segments I've seen. It made me laugh hysterically. But the fact that Rusev's getting a push just because of Rusev Day and your man Aiden English. I called it,
right?
You called it.
I was shocked though. It was in the opposite order of what I thought it was. I thought out of the musical trends, it was going to be Elias, then Aiden. Nope, Aiden, then Elias.
Aiden can sing.
That's also true.
Aiden can sing. Elias is okay with the guitar. We've seen better guitar people. The Rock.
It'll be funny.
What's up?
I just thought Rusev Day they can actually make a really great song with John Cena's background music, saying "It's Rusev Day."
It's Rusev Day. Oh my God, I would be so laughing right then.
Well, Rusev is technically face now, so he can team up with John Cena.
It's Rusev Day. It's Rusev Day.
So imagine one day that, say, Rusev needs some help and John Cena comes out of nowhere. And so the next time they come out, you hear John Cena sucks, but then all of a sudden Rusev comes out the same time. I want to see if people just start yelling, "It's Rusev Day!"
It was a day. Oh man, that is.
And you know who's going to be the one that needs to start that, right? Aiden English.
It's a Rusev Day.
Here's my
It's
remix
Rusev Day.
of two superstars. Why does it sound like
And
a
you hear
every time he talks? It sounds like I'm about to go to Catholic church.
because he's got that voice. I'm sold. You're right. You're right.
That
Prophet.
all they needed was a gimmick that would be over, and it took beating down people's heads mentally of Rusev Day to go. Rusev Day sounds awesome.
Rusev Day.
It's gonna be stuck in your head. It's Rusev.
No, I refuse to let it be stuck in my head. But that's all my points. I'm not going to the main event because it was a generic copy and paste 6-man tag with guess who? Guess who, by the way? What's wrong? James, you're silent. Silent, James. He's totally silent.
Sorry.
All right.
6-man tag. Who is it this time?
I mean, guess who? Who are the six biggest people on the SmackDown roster?
Let's see now. We have New Day, Usos. There's Rusev.
Nah, no tag teams.
No tag teams. Okay,
Yes.
so it's SmackDown roster. So Jinder, AJ, Baron.
Nope.
Rude.
Nope. Jinder, Orton, Nakamura, Jinder, KO, Sami Zayn, AJ, Nakamura, and Orton. That's why I'm not even going into that.
Why does this even exist?
I mean, it's just filler for a main event. Faces won, end of story. Predictable. That's why I wasn't even.
Predictable. Jeez.
I mean, it was a good It's a nice main event, but still so predictable. But that's it for my points on SmackDown.
Oh, let's go to the NXT. Oh, that's right.
NXT, sorry, has been deleted. I'm showing it for now. It'll probably be control. It'll be.
I'm watching your link about Rusev Day. Rusev Claus versus what's with Kofi? Yeah, you're looking at my baffled face right now, huh?
Oh yes. It's so.
Is this a gingerbread Kofi?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a gingerbread Kofi. We got Xavier, let's say
Red-nosed reindeer.
No, the Focus on a Roll reindeer. And we got the big elf. Get it? The big elf. Aha. What the? Of course, fan service. Throwing shirts out. It'd be funny if all of a sudden they open up a shirt and it says Rusev Day, and then they decide to rip it up. That would have been better kayfabe. It's. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what you're talking about. The boxers. Happy Rusev. Yay. Okay, that's what you're talking about. I missed that part.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Rusev attacks from behind, and then we got the Aiden, what the? Rusev just hid the boxers in this. That's actually good. Okay. I never said Rusev was never funny. Rusev has always been funny. Behind the scenes, it's just he had to play. Oh,
see, you're busting out laughing.
Oh man, that was a lot better than I expected. And then whipped cream, like you said.
Whipped cream? Oh, did I forget that? There might be cherries.
I wouldn't be surprised if Aiden English and Rusev start bringing out French toast to battle. You know what? I need to tweet Rusev. You should do French toast. You're right. Maraschino cherries? Maraschino cherry. Yep, you are correct. Yeah, that's a gigantic maraschino. Never mind. Not a maraschino cherry. All right.
See,
Much.
Rusev Machka. Rusev Day. I will try my best to get you a shirt, James.
And then, of course, Corey. 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 At this point, he's about to get filed for abuse against not against geez, what's his face now? Because I don't
Byron
know.
Saxton.
No, because who is Byron Saxton? That's the reason why I don't know his name. Who is Byron Saxton?
Oh, he's
Cody
still
Rhodes.
going.
Cody Rhodes is gone. We can't answer that question.
Oh my god. So, that's all I got for SmackDown. I mean, while James is still laughing his butt off of this great comical Christmas special. I mean, we wish all of you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We may or may not do a leading brand for next week because we might be celebrating the new year. Because new year, we're going to be starting off hot and strong. We'll have one full year of 2018 to get our groove back.
It's Rusev Day. It's Rusev Day.
Now he's losing his mind.
It's Rusev Day.
Okay.
Rusev Day. Rusev Day is happy. It's Rusev Day.
Oh my god. So,
if you ever subscribe. If you ever hear that mixture, I swear they're watching our videos.
I mean, that'd be nice. I'd be like, wow, I was joking. I was joking on that.
No, I wasn't. I'm not joking.
You want that to be a thing. Pair Rusev with John Cena.
I want them to pair Rusev Day with all the entrances.
Oh my god.
I hear it's Rusev Day here in the WWE right now. It talks to me.
Oh,
Rusev talks
oh
to
my
me.
god. Oh my god. No, we're not starting this. Oh my god. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. James, you got anything you want to add?
I'm here for Rusev Day. I'm here for Rusev Day. Rusev.
He's losing. He's slowly losing his mind.
Or I'm
This is Jeffrey Burtis. This is Jeffrey Burtis signing out.